Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to Nerd Safari. We are Simon and Ellie.
Yes, we are, and if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And there is a trailer for something that has been recommended to me by a friend of mine who is a massive sci-fi nerd, and we are also quite major sci-fi nerds, especially of the fantasy, science fiction fantasy type variety. However, this is not something that I really know about at all. This is based on a series of books by the world-renowned sci-fi author Isaac Asimov. And I've heard that this had like Game of Thrones style production values and sets and so on. I've heard that it has an incredibly intricate storyline that weaves through things and is very dramatic. So I hope people are not going to be too gatekeepery about the fact that we've not read the books, and that this may be a way for two new nerds to appreciate the books. But we are going to check out the trailer for this new show right now. If you want to see what we think about it, then hang around until the end. But for now,
Let's go.
Let's go.
When I was a child at the edge of the galaxy, I heard stories about a man who could forecast the future. But the story remained dark to me until many years later.
Oh my goodness, the sets.
Until it became my story. Until it became the only story.
Wow.
You're familiar with my work, psychohistory?
Every mathematician has read your theory.
It's not a theory. It's the future of mankind expressed in numbers. And the Empire won't like the future I predict.
History is littered with charlatans and false messiahs.
We should kill them. We can murder the man, but what about the movement, brother? Martyrs tend to have a long half-life.
Oh, yes.
His math was right. The Empire is dying.
Wars will be endless. 1,000 worlds reduced to cinders.
Change is frightening, especially to those in power. But we can soften the fall.
So what's the plan?
Many years from now, if humanity is to climb from the ashes, the coming generations will need the knowledge to build upon, a foundation.
We must preserve only the most essential pieces of civilization. Deciding what is remembered, what is forgotten.
We are now staring down a barrel of a crisis.
This is the plan. I'm not turning around now.
Oh my goodness. So, we've just seen the final trailer for Foundation coming to Apple TV Plus. Remember that? In September. Weeks away at this point. And holy moly, does it look high budget. What did you think of the trailer?
It just looks too big. Like,
Yes.
the budget is too big. I can't cope. Just those sets, like you said, the sets are incredible. The detail and just, I'm sure like a lot of it is green screen, because nowadays it is. But just to give it that richness and depth it takes so much time, and it just looks amazing. And the cast as well.
Yeah, and the costumes. That was the other thing that blew my mind. And yeah, sure, you can do green screen backgrounds, and I'm sure all the space stuff is clearly CGI, but the costumes were so intricate and had everything from like ancient Roman and Greek styles to space suits to super futuristic garb just so varied. And, that's something I really, really like about a good sci-fi. And I really liked Raised by Wolves for this, and C as well, is where you just get variety of different environments and different character types. And, I've never been a big fan of fantasy that just gets too heavy into its own lore. Like the His Dark Materials series, I just found that too heavy going, and just too much hard work. I hope they don't go too much into the history is mathematician stuff in this, and they keep it enough on the action and adventure to keep people like me who don't want to follow the story too closely intrigued. But I mean, it certainly looked like it. It looked like there was so much going on. And like everything from the kind of the battles that looked like something out of Dune. I mean, looked so big budget. But then like these decisions about humanity's going to relocate and we have to decide what we're going to take and what we're going to lose. I mean, just so much kind of morality baked into this as well. And I mean, that was what Isaac Asimov was amazing for, right? He just built these intricate, complex worlds, similar to Frank Herbert, actually, which is probably why there is kind of this Dune feeling about it. But wow, just, I could get into this very, very easily. It's right up my alley. And I mean, Apple TV must be spending some money, because they've got C Season 2, which has not only Jason Momoa, but also Dave Bautista in it, which I'm really looking forward to watching. And now Foundation as well. I mean, at this point, Apple can just take my money, because I'm happy to pay for that. Like, 2 great shows at the same time. Done. Easy decision. Yeah, if only more of these streaming services would do that. But anyway, I guess that is our impression of the final trailer for Foundation. Pretty flippin' good. I must say, I've just got such sensory overload by how much was packed into that 2 minutes and 30 seconds that I'm struggling to even remember half of it at this point. But that's okay, because we don't have to wait very long. And you guys don't need to wait very long to see us again, because you know how often we do this?
Every day.
We try to do it every day, but we're probably not going to, because we're actually on vacation while you're watching this, in a pool somewhere.
Oh, let's hope.
Let's hope. And you're not watching that. Well, we will therefore see you very, very soon, friends, on the next Dork trailer ambush.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye!
Shut up and sit down.